Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank Mr. Priest and the CDD for inviting me here to speak this evening. I am Ray Stevens. I am the independent candidate for Flagler County Sheriff. And as I have said time and again before, I have opted to run with no political affiliation because I firmly believe that law enforcement should not be influenced by politics. I'm a retired detective lieutenant from New York. I was commanding officer of the Detective Bureau with the Ossining, New York Police Department. And as senior command officer, I was also the acting chief of police. I also have a number of years of Florida law enforcement experience as well. I'm a graduate of Pace University, and I'm a graduate of the FBI National Academy. So between New York and Florida, I have 30 years of law enforcement experience. And based on that experience, I have a plan of action to reduce crime, to wage a continuing war against the spread of gangs and illegal drugs, both in our schools and in our neighborhoods. And the key word here, folks, is continuing. A major gang and/or drug sweep every 3.5 years, just before elections, is simply too little too late. Mine is an ongoing plan to focusing on 3 areas of law enforcement. Number 1, a back-to-the-basics philosophy of law enforcement. As it applies to patrol, for example, my deputies will be expected to patrol all of the streets in their sector, and that includes Grand Haven, because you folks pay your fair share of the taxes. Number 2, a proactive crime prevention program to reach out to the entire community. Number 3, a comprehensive crime analysis program to include crime trend forecasting so that we may better predict what kind of crime we can expect in the future, take action to prevent it effectively, being one step ahead of the criminals. In closing, folks, I'd like to talk straight talk. Both of my opponents had their chance. Both of my opponents have left behind a trail of broken promises, costly lawsuits, and unrealized objectives. So, the choice is a simple one as far as I'm concerned. If you want more of the same old, vote for one of my opponents. But if you want to give change a chance, and if you want a sheriff that has the integrity, the experience, the training, the energy, and the desire to effectively lead the men and women of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office in meeting the challenges that will face law enforcement in the next 4 years, especially in this changing environment, vote Ray Stevens for sheriff. Thank you very much for your time and attention.
Okay, Sheriff, let me